All right, what's going on, YouTube? Let's talk about Sino US relations. We know they've been in a low point after the Korean War when we basically invaded North Korea and the Chinese pushed us out and basically pushed us down to that barrier and we were fighting the Chinese. And then we got into the Cold War and China got taken over by the Communist Party and basically then Mao Zedong turned around and started to destroy landmarks. He was killing birds, putting people to develop native habitats for economics. So basically then he opened up China economically to the rest of the world. Now we understand Chinese have also been buying into economies. They'll pump money into an economy, set their dollar lower than the other country's dollar, and basically get people to buy a lot of their goods. But they haven't been able to sustain this for a long period of time because they were building a Denver every 2 weeks. And now they're basically in the process of going into recession, so they can't afford their building. So you understand Chinese spend a lot and then they invest a lot. And the Chinese government has traditionally been weary of the United States just as we've been weary of them. We understand that the Americans and the Chinese have both been weary of each other. And so this is the other factor when it comes to the Chinese-U.S. relations, because we're in a business connection with China. And U.S. needs China, China needs the U.S. And Chinese culture is the land of Eastern philosophy, like Confucianism. You have these philosophies. This is where you see Chinese interns talking about fighting war for peace is garbage, and they tend to have the philosophies. But the problem with China is it also has a greedy generation. And now, we talk about China as environmentally damaging and stuff like that. Yeah, they put a strain on the world's resources with their high population, but at the same time, they're also exploring green energy. At the same time, China has, some abuse of animals, but they also have strict laws on animal rights too, but they can't enforce them. And China is one of those countries that is still lagging on, but it's more of a developed country now because of the fact that they've been really investing in their infrastructure. So this is a kind of thing that China has invested in the United States economy, and basically they pump money into the U.S. economy to keep trade going. So what we need to do is we need to get more stuff the Chinese will buy from us because they got the money in the rich, middle, and upper class. So basically the Chinese, they buy a tremendous amount in the American markets from them, and they buy very little of ours. So the Russians buy more of our cars than the Chinese do. And you understand that the Chinese basically, they buy some of our stuff, but the Russians tend to be the ones in that part of the world that really buy a lot of our automobiles, whereas the Chinese buy less. And they tend to manufacture more of their own stuff. So that's the thing about it. Like some of the stuff made in China was junk. And it was designed just to, basically make money in the country and create this Keynesian system that the Chinese used. They basically built factories made by the government and gave people jobs to manufacture stuff and then charged maybe 2 cents an item versus 20 cents in America, and basically sold it for a giveaway price. And then the prices have gone up with inflation and shipping costs. So basically, this is the other side now with Chinese government and everything. They're still in this communist era. And China is still a semi-communist nation that doesn't have a lot of regard for human rights. But at the same time, they're improving all the time. So hope this review helps.